Hello, hello! This video is for everyone who has a 1.8 world and hasn't spawned a dragon in 1.9 yet. So, we're in such a world at the moment, and you can see here's the portal where we killed the dragon in 1.8. And now if you would respawn the dragon in 1.9, what would happen is, let me just show you, that this portal gets turned into endstone, and also the obsidian and everything, and a new portal gets placed at the center of the island, and the dragon will spawn on top of it. And yeah, you will have the portal here. So now that is bad if you have, for example, a wood farm using the wither, which uses the obsidian there to secure the wither, so that thing would break. Or also you might just want to keep the portal to exit the end through it. So today I want to show you how to keep the portal even when respawning the dragon in 1.9. And here we are again. We didn't respawn the dragon yet. This is a backup of this world. So what we do different now is we break one bedrock out of the portal. Now I'm in creative and will just punch it. I will show a way for survival later. I will just take this one, because it's clearly visible. There's now one bedrock missing in the portal. And now what we do is we just place an ender crystal somewhere. I will fly over here, because then it's better visible what's happening. Because the portal should appear somewhere around there. So if I place an ender crystal now, zap, you can see the portal appeared over here. And now, if I fly back to the old portal, you can see that's also still intact. So we got two portals now. We once got the old portal, which is just missing one bedrock, and we got the new portal, which is fully intact. And if we want to respawn the dragon now, we just do it on the new portal. Go here, place the crystals, and you can see it spawns the dragon. And once again, the old portal is still there and still completely intact. In order to remove a bedrock block in a survival-friendly way, we will also use an ender crystal. So first off, we need to choose a bedrock block. I will use the top one here, that removes the dragon egg so it doesn't fall down and get removed as well. So this bedrock block I want to remove. So what we do is we place a obsidian block diagonally down from it. Then also we want to place a block on the other side, like this. And now we want to build out a few blocks, a few blocks to this side, and then build a T shape where it's going out two to each side like this. So now we want to place a piston right here, a redstone behind there so it does get triggered, and a repeater over here which is powered by a torch. So let's look at it from the top so you can see everything. There we go. And yeah, next up, a block over here on the other side of the T shape. On top of this block we want to place a sticky piston. On top of the repeater over here, we want to place a normal piston. To place this repeater, I'm just holding down shift, so I'm sneaking, and then I can place it up there. So next up, we need to wire these two pistons. So on the sticky piston side, we will place a torch. This torch will then power this piston here with one repeater delay, like this. And the sticky piston will get also powered by this, but directly, well, indirectly, but without delay, like this. So you can see it's diagonally on top of the sticky piston, wired up there. And now all we need is a piston to update this piston, so we can just place it up here, for example. And yeah, that's it. Now we place a sand block in there. Doesn't need to be red sand, I just like to use it because it makes the whole process more visible. So now you can see the sand is getting moved back and forth, and every time it's on this side, you can see a blue line blinking here. And that's because the sand is turning into an entity and starting to fall. You can also see it down here, there's this white outline. I just turned on hitboxes with a 3B to show that. So you can see it's trying to fall down. And what that will do is, if it falls down in a lazy chunk, it will actually land down here and trigger this piston. And I think it's easier than building a super long piston line to trigger it. You can build a long piston line as well, or a long redstone line as well if you want to, but I like this thing better. And now all we need to do is get the ender crystal in here. And when we move away now, this thing will get in a lazy chunk, the sand will fall down, the piston will trigger and move the ender crystal inside the bedrock here. And now when we load it again then, the fire which the ender crystal places will remove this bedrock. So if I show the hitboxes again, you can see the reason why we can move it in through the bedrock at all is because it is in the bedrock already, because we spawned it next to it. Otherwise we couldn't move it in there. But since it's inside of it already with the hitbox, we can move it further in. so I don't have to fly that far away. I will just lower down my render distance, because then we will also be able to see it nicely. So if you pay attention to this sand now while I fly away, you will see it will any second now drop down. Yeah, there we go. It dropped down and turned into white sand. That's another glitch which nicely enables us to show it. And you see, in fact, the ender crystal got moved over here. We have a block here which holds it back so it doesn't get moved too far, and destroyed the bedrock. So now we removed one bedrock. We can break the stuff, break the ender crystal, get the render distance up again if we didn't keep it up in the first place, and makes a new portal spawn. So the new portal didn't spawn yet, but it will spawn exactly at 0, 0. And I want to show you one last interesting thing which might be helpful. Let's just TP there before I keep too long searching. So that's exactly 0, 0. And a really nice thing about this is if you respawn the portal like this, you can control at which Y level it spawns. So now I just placed a few blocks right at 0, 0. And if I spawn the portal, you can see it spawns on top of there. So you can control at which Y level your portal is. You can only do that one time, and after that the portal will keep being there. At least that's how far I can tell. And I recommend you not to spawn it too high, because then your game will crash when the dragon's pathfinding fails. And I guess the same could happen if you spawn too low, but I'm not sure. So just don't go too crazy with it. But maybe if you want to have it as at a specific coordinate where your base in the end is or something that you don't have to walk a stair up or down, you can do that as well with that. You could also dig down and then it would get placed further down. So 2 portals. The portal back here is still intact. The portal over here intact. So I hope that was helpful for you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.